All right. Okay, folks. All right, let's see. We have our little figure that we're doing here. Now, I'm going to separate those feet a little bit more, or those shoes a little bit more. All right, let's see here. Now let's go ahead and work on our, I'm going to go ahead and do a little, I'm going to make a little cut here for a coat. And same thing here. And we make the cut with a little coat to go back here. And I want to sort of do that. All right, now we can come back here. It's tied up here, and we bring the coat back here. Let's go back here and just and make a little cut in here. This is real small in here, so you have to just use the tip of your knife to sort of get that in there, and the tip of your knife here. And you bring these shoes in. Now let me bring this down just a little bit. This is where the was made. And just sort of give that like that. And we're going to come down with this. Now we're going to go back here where the coat is, and we're just going to make a little line to separate the shoes and the back of them back here, okay? I mean, we're separating actually the pants legs, which we're going to bring down here. And of course we want to come in here. We want to cut a, now we can do that with a V-tool. We can just go ahead and use the V tool right down the middle there. That's his crouch area to separate the legs. Just bend that up just a little bit. You want to be very careful with this hat up here because it is very, very thin. Very thin. And we'll take a little bit more from the hair back here to give that you know, a little bit more. I'm just rounding the head a little bit more. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and make our little cut on our face right here. And that will be our ears. Be our cut for our ears. Notice I take very little off at a time, in other words. See the little cut for the ears? I learned that actually, I learned this cut from a carver that is dead now. I learned a lot of my carving from Jack Price. But I learned this method on the face from a guy named Claude Bolton. And Claude Bolton was a Texas carver who did cowboys, and he was just wonderful. He showed that in his books and stuff. Because back then you didn't have videos. You had to go read and look and try to figure out what was going on. And Claude had teachings were wonderful. Claude Bolton, he's been dead a while now. Alright, let's go ahead and also let's draw our little nose in here. Just about right in there. Claude Bolton, he was, and we're going to make our little cut on our nose. Wonderful, wonderful cowboy carver. Of course, you know this is the flat plane way of doing things. So most of everyone knows I'm a flat plane carver. So if you see me carving totally different than someone else, that's understandable. I was taught, or I have become a flat plane carver, where cuts are the factor, not so much else. There's our little nose. Now let's go ahead while we're at it and just add our little ear in there. There we go. And let's add our little ear over here. I've told you it's just a little C. Now this is done the flat plane way. That's what I'm trying to say. This is the way a flat plane carver does an ear. Okay. Now, what do we want to do as far as we're going to go ahead and cut our little edge line in there. And our little edge line in here. These are very small figures, so the tip of the knife is used a lot to signify, and the lower lip, I'm just going to do a little thing like this. And then I cut a little mouth across here. Kind of a little smile on his face. Just like that. Alright, now let's go ahead, and we've got the face pretty much done. Let's go ahead and take our V-tool, come back here where the hair is, and just go ahead and just put a little hair back there. Cutting the lines in the let me take my V-tool back here, and just like that, there we go. We're kind of and I want to make a cut like this, and I want to make a cut like this. That way it really separates. There you go. It separates the pants from anything else, in other words. There we go. All right. Just kind of cleaning up. Now this will also have a cut here and a cut here for the elbows, and then let's cut across here and make our hand sticking out. It's very small, and we bring the hand down just like that. Okay. And of course, let's cut across the stomach here to separate the shirt from the pants. We cut a little thing in there just to separate them. There we go. And it's looking good. It's looking good. Now that we've got our figure pretty much finished, then let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and start this. And try to get our spoon. And the way we want it. Okay. Looking good. I'm going to take my V-tool. I'm going to run it up in there to get a little wood out of there and up in there to give more definition to this. A little bit in here. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's take our big gouge again, kind of get taken care of. I tell you what, we got finished here. I'm sorry, let me get this, clean this. That is such a hard place to get into. It's so small. Clean up. Don't want to break anything. But just it's very difficult. That's why the V-tool is always the knife is really hard to get in there, but you can get it in. It's just very, very difficult. Okay. We've got everything going our way. We really and honestly do. All right, there's our piece that we've done when we put a figure on top of it. So it proves that we can do a spoon and carve a figure on top of it. So, working good. All right, now, God bless you now, and this has been just a challenge kind of light to see what we can do. So basically, it just shows you can put anything on top of a spoon. In other words. All right. God bless you now.